up, everybody? John Stringer here. Very grateful just to be seeing the things that are unfolding, both challenging and favorable. I wanted to come on just because I won't make any assumptions. I know that some people here viewing this, some people like, for example, what happened in the US elections. Some people don't like it. I think I have friends and followers and am associated and love those on both sides and in between. Some people just don't care, and that's okay. I got a powerful message today I just wanted to pass on. I thought it was timely for my own personal benefit, and I feel like it relates to what you all might appreciate, those who enjoy this kind of message. Now, not everybody's going to resonate with this, and that's fine. I'm not here to share things that resonate with everybody. I'm here to share the things that I hear to bring through. And for those who are on that same path and attuned to that, you'll receive it. For those that aren't, you won't. Totally okay. Still love you, and it's all good. Now, that said, at what I was tuning into, you know how like you have a vision that you want to manifest and create in your life. And let's say things externally happen, or people you're depending on, or people you're working with, or whatever, just don't do the things you were hoping they would do, or what have you. And it's like, oh man, what's going to happen here? Well, invariably, there's a vision for our lives in a similar way. And it's up to us to choose how we move forward. But it's independent. Its manifestation is independent of other people, which is amazing. Yes, we're all interconnected, and yes, we all have parts to play in each other's lives. Yet there's a part that is solely dependent on you. So here's what I got when I dove in about this question. There's a part of you that feels all you need is the source of life, but you're misperceiving what that means. The source of life needs nothing. What people call the I am, God, etc. It needs nothing. That's deep, isn't it? It needs nothing. It created all that is in this illusion for its purpose to experience what it would be like to forget, remember, etc. And for your experience as the source to awaken and simultaneously accept the forgetting, the illusion of limitation, etc. as the game, the play, the dance, the music. And when you're able to accept it all, indeed, without resistance, without fear, and to marvel at the perfection and the magnificence, this is what you are experiencing as you awaken to the love that is ever present in it all, no matter the appearance. Remembering there is only love. Indeed. There's a song, Only Love, Only Love. I love that song. I might put it in the comments somewhere so you can check it out. When I've entered that place of peace and expanded and being shown beyond the apparent illusion of limitation of the body, there's this immense love all through and around us. You know how they say God is love? Love is omnipresent, everywhere present. No exception. And that love is like humbling. It can be overwhelming to the personality or the limited condition thinking, the ego, whatever you want to call it. But I've experienced that love in different ways that don't make sense. Like I can't really explain or articulate it, but I'll share how when I was in college and I had this experience where I expanded into this light and love. It's at Morehouse College, and I was suffering and just calling, praying and asking for help. Then I end up just in this love that I thought was God. It was so overwhelming, but I was looking down at my own body, and simultaneously I was looking down at my own body, feeling this overwhelming love, and felt myself in that body, rocking back and forth. It was the most transcendent experience I could remember having. And since then, it sent me on a journey of searching and really wanting that direct connection with the I am, with that mysterious, limitless love and that limitless light that many of us try to label and put in a box, call it God, call it whatever I am, Elohim, so many names, but what is it really beyond our ideas? It's this amazing, infinite mystery that many of us are exploring. So I wanted to go direct to the source and ask for help because I got tired of just accepting other people's ideas and trying some of them and them not working for me. I had to find what worked for me, and that direct connection was it. And, still accepting advice and different things, but finally access it and for myself and begin to receive after a lot of practice and to listen, to still myself, be still and know, to relax the body, to listen to the still small voice, to access and call upon that spirit that teaches all things. Even the guides, the angels help us. They're there for us. And I called upon that help, got to experience and see that love. So I'm sharing that to say that love that is ever present in it all. As we awaken to that love, we experience it no matter what the appearance, remembering there is only love. And so what I begin to explore today was, I'll read this to you. When you refeel into the vision of what you're here to manifest, your life vision, for example, your celestial blueprint, when you begin to feel into that I know the plans I have for you, declares the I am, plans to prosper you, give you hope in the future. That's our celestial blueprint. When we feel into that, it's really all dependent upon our enjoying it alone that ensures the fulfillment. It's not really dependent upon others. So that is part of what I was feeling this morning as I was delving into answering some questions. I was kind of sensing that, but I got the confirmation that yes. So your vision of life is solely dependent upon your choices, even though you've been feeling it is dependent on others. Your vision of life is solely dependent upon your choices, even though you've been feeling it is dependent on others. Say that one more time. Your vision of life is solely dependent upon your choices, even though you've been feeling it is dependent on others. That's a liberating wow for me. So let's say you're looking at the election or looking at politicians or looking at whatever, and your vision of life, how you see life, your vision of life is solely dependent on your choices. How are you choosing to think about what's happening? How are you choosing to think about this person or that person? How are you choosing to think about what that means? The meaning you're projecting and subscribing to life. That's deep, right? Even though you've been feeling it's dependent on what others are doing, and man, bad thing, we're headed for bad things or this, that, and you're projecting this meaning because of they did this, they did that, they're doing this. It's solely dependent on your choices. Your vision of life is. Another way to put it, our experience is informed by the quality of our thinking. Or let's put it this way, the quality of our thinking informs the quality of our experience. So doing that, if you've read my book, The Abundance Vibration, A Guide to Alignment, this is one of the first examples it gives. Some of y'all know the answer. In some places, this is offensive. Some countries. So yet you do this instead. Whereas in the US, this means the same thing, right? What's the difference? The quality of the thinking is based on the level of meaning attributed to this. It doesn't have that universal meaning. Some people choose a different meaning for it. The quality of their thinking when they experience this informs the quality of their experience. So the quality of our thinking informs the quality of our experience. Your vision of life is solely dependent upon your choices. Not just to what you think, what to feel, what to say, what to do. Even though you've been feeling it's dependent on others. Man, I felt that deeply today. You've been choosing to feel thwarted, sad, etc. This was talking to me. based on what others choose. And that is an illusion you can release. My people, let's be free. I'm talking to myself too. I release that today. That no, I don't have to choose that quality of thinking. Instead, I can put my trust in the I am in all my ways, and the I am will direct my path. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou leadest me to the place that thou hast prepared for me. Your celestial blueprint, plans to give you hope in a future, cannot be thwarted by anyone but you. Now that sounds crazy, right? But remember where that prosperity lies. It's not in the external. The kingdom with many houses, where is it? The plans you might be thinking about aren't the plans to prosper you that the I am might be thinking about. You might be thinking about some plans that are subject to rust, subject to moth and decay. But these plans, these rooms are different type of level of fulfillment that can't be taken away by man, can't be taken away by others, can't be affected by the choices of another, only by your choices. Your peace cannot be taken by another. You can only give it away. Your power cannot be taken by anyone else. You can only give it away. That's deep, y'all. I'm learning this, remembering it actually. New lessons. And we forget and we remember. It's part of the unfolding. But I just wanted to share that just as a reminder. It's a lot of people suffering. Forgive ourselves, man. Forgive ourselves. Love your neighbor as yourself. Forgive them for whatever shortcoming you perceive, whatever judgment you've decided upon. Just forgive them. See them as divine expressions of the I am. They're still the innocent babies they were first showing up as. They just made some choices that impacted folk, hurt folk, what have you. Forgive them. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Sound familiar? We have that power. Forgive yourself for forgetting. Let me tell you, that self-forgiveness, that's the start for many of us. So that's it. I just wanted to bring through some lessons I'm remembering. I hope it helps. Of course, would love to invite you to all kinds of things, but I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Send you love and light. And yes, reach out if you need support, if you need help through these times. Yeah, reach out.